Floyd and he was me,
Yeah.
he wouldn't never have to fight again because that exhibition shit,
Yeah.
as me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds and we both gonna get 100+ million for it.
Right.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Right.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine, busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
It's time for another raffle brought to you by the JBT. Our first item is a new 10th generation iPad with a liquid retina display which shows off beautiful color and has plenty of power for all your handheld computing needs. Great for work, play, or just movies on the go. How much is it to enter, you ask? Just $10. Or you can catch the deal with 3 entries for just $25. It's easy to enter. Just cash app your entries to $JBT Network 1. That's $JBT Network 1. Our second item is a set of Kenichi Bear Bluetooth noise canceling headphones. Great for gaming, movies, or travel. As the second prize in this great raffle. Our third item is a Ninja brand air fryer. Great for all your air frying needs. Cooking healthy with the JBT. So send your entries via Cash App to JBT Network 1. That's JBT Network 1. $10 each or 3 for $25. Put raffle on the comment line and you are entered.
What's good? What's good? Salute to the fam on this Good Friday. We back to build on this good boxing and give it its just due. We're going to close the week strong with a good build as we always do. You already know. Catch this on the playback. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you sub to the channel. Make sure you turn your notifications on and come build with the fam. Shout out to the JBT family and everybody that's entered the raffle. Like the commercial says, $10 to enter, and you have 3 prizes to win. From the Apple iPad, the Ninja brand air fryer, or the Kenichi Bear headphones. It's pretty good prizes, man. Shout out to everybody and good luck. And we gonna get to this. We're going to get to this boxing bill. Cornelius, what's good, family? Barbara D, my boxing mom, is in the building. How you feeling? Rude, what's good with it, fam? Shout out to the Queen Lisa. How you feeling? Damon, what it do, my guy? How you feeling? We're going to build for a little bit on this Good Friday, man. You know, talk this good old boxing, man. You know, we got this big undisputed matchup coming up October 12th with Dmitry Bivol and Arthur Betterby. But Dmitry Bivol's ex-wife, man, she's been on a roll. She's been spilling the beans and, you know, talking a lot, man. She sounds like she's been through it. You know, I don't know their story. You know, a lot of times I hate to even talk about the outside stuff, but, you know, she did say some things that would pertain to boxing outside of the domestic things that, you know, they went through and, you know, stuff like that, right? But, it was shocking, some of the things that she revealed. I mean, you know, we always know these fighters go through things. They hurt, they get hurt, they fight with injuries. You know what I'm saying? They be nicked up, bruised, battered, all that stuff, right? But, you know, for her to name as many injuries, she was naming, you know, several injuries, and it was a little surprising to read her listing a number of different injuries. Like I said, she did a live stream and she was talking a lot about everything they've been going through, and she just openly rooting against him. And I get it, you know, y'all not on the same page, odds or whatever the case. So, you know, that stuff tends to get nasty. But man, to see her openly rooting against him is different, man. She keep calling him the demon. She referring to him as the demon or something like that, man. This sound like it was a pretty messed up situation. Thrill Hill, what's good, my guy? How you feeling? So, you know, we're going to talk about that. We're going to touch on that because, like I said, outside of the domestic stuff, the personal stuff, she did, you know, say some things pertaining to him, his health, and his career that will raise some type of red flags, right? Some concerns because he going into the biggest fight of his career, and you just can't afford to go into a fight of that magnitude with those type of injuries, right? You know, it could be detrimental. It could be the difference between you winning or getting knocked out. You know what I'm saying? You fighting one of the toughest challenges, the toughest challenge, I believe, of your career thus far. So it's not going to be easy to deal with this guy. You get what I'm saying? You need your health. You're going to need to be on 100%. You're going to need to be clicking on all cylinders, right? You need this, right? You need this fight. Like anything less, it just tips the scale in Betterby's favor even more. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Dodge J was good with it, man. It was some nasty work for sure. Has no fury when a woman's scoring, you know it. And she sound like one. She sound like she been through it, you know, and you know, sometimes that's the way that they deal with it, man. It's unfortunate that some of this stuff go public, but you know, it is what it is. We adults over here, you know, we've all seen these things before. But like I said, the more telling story, aside for her just rooting against this guy and the things that they went through, like I said, to speak on his injuries like that, and then you know, I think she tagged Matchroom and everything. Like she was going off, man. She been busy, man. So she's trying to be heard, and like I said, she's spilling the beans on this guy's health or potential injuries, and like I said, it just couldn't be a worse time. You get what I'm saying? So I just hope, you know, going into this fight that everything's on the up and up with Dmitry Bivol because he's gonna need it. And as we know, Betterby himself was coming off of a meniscus surgery or a repair or something like that. So these dudes arguably both could be going into the biggest fight of their career nicked up. You know what I'm saying? And this could make for a very interesting fight. But we're going to find out, man. We're going to listen to some of the stuff she was saying. We're going to also talk about Fundora and what's the latest with him and what his team speaking about, you know, in terms of Errol, Spence, and Terence Crawford. And you know, Devin Haney soon. You know, it's a couple of things we're gonna build today, man. We're gonna build a little bit, y'all. Zone verse, my guy. What's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Cal Cool. Peace, family. How you feeling, bro? We're gonna build on it all, man. So you know what? first things first, let's just get this out the way. Let's talk about this Bivol situation, because like I said, it's a big fight. It don't get no bigger than this fight that he got coming up, and he need to be not only focused, but he need to be 100%, healthy. You get what I'm saying? Anything less, he could, like I said, this could be horribly wrong for him. This night could go real bad for him. Yeah, you know what? Because it's so weird. Like, it's so weird. Like, watch. That's why I said we play this stuff together. It's unfortunate, but it's out there. Once they make it public, it ain't like I'm searching for it and, digging in their personal business. She decided to make it public, so we're going to talk about it. Mark West, what it do, my guy? Yeah, man, she making these videos and she was just going. I was like, that ain't the way to do it, but we're going to talk about it because I like for y'all to hear this stuff in real time right with me, so y'all can have y'all thoughts and views on what y'all think about it. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get to it, man. Shout out to everybody in the building pulling up on this Good Friday to build with your boy. We're going to get to this, man. We're going to pull this up. Y'all know I'm the clip king, so I keep the clips for y'all. And we're going to get this one up. And this was from a little while back, but, it all ties into today. And I got the little, the text with her talking about the injuries and different stuff like that. I say it's just crazy to see somebody rooting against, they ex the way she is. She openly rooting against this dude. Like, man, I want him to lose.
Like, my page is getting huge, maybe not so much followers, but the audience is getting bigger and bigger. And I was always the person who wants to talk indirect, I don't know, whatever, with my followers, just to answer. But I'm really tired because some profiles, they post information. Sometimes it's not true information because they just take small part from the whole speech, or even they add something that I didn't say. And the message is totally different. And for example,
well, we won't be adding our own remixes and none of that today. We're gonna play strictly what she said, everything she said, so we ain't gotta make this up, so y'all bear with me. She was getting it off her chest, and like I said, we got some more things to build on, so y'all be patient with me and smash the like button. Banks, my guy, was good with it. Jeff, shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. Appreciate you, man. B-Dog was good with it. Yeah, she got a little messy, man. But the boxing stuff, I'm going to bring it back to the boxing. I ain't going to let it get too messy. I'm going to let her speak her piece, but we're going to talk that boxing stuff, man. We're going to get to the boxing part of it.
Many people, they say bad things about me, about alimony, and then right. They realize that I ask not alimony for myself, but for my kids. So they write me, you're such a slut, you are no one. And the thing is that then they realize that I have kids, and they're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that you have 2 kids from him. I was like, are you moron? The thing is that it's legal to ask for alimony, I can do it. But when we went to divorce, they was said that I have my own income and I don't need alimony, and this is true. I have my income and I always did.
Now, we just listening to the story, we following along. She talking about money. She got her own money, her own income. She don't need nobody. Okay, let's keep listening.
So I want just to lighten some things, to brighten. I don't know. I want you to see things that you don't see, or you don't want to see, because you read publics, they're not true. Then you write bad things about me, not even trying to see that I have kids. So I will try to speak, to show you, to talk, I don't know, whatever. Long story short. I was with Dima since I was 16. My father was a businessman, rather wealthy. My eldest sister, now she lives in France. She got her high education in London. So we are from a wealthy family. It's a fact. My mom lives now in an apartment that is bigger than the apartment that I have from the marriage. Me and my kids. Oh my God, it's my cat. My cat is playing Lego. I don't know. I'm really in stress. You know what he did? Oh my God, there was a globus, Lego globus, and oh my God, it's gone. Crazy thing. Oh my God, I have like a third kid. Okay, so I'm not gonna talk a lot, I hope so, but the thing is that when I met Dima, I was like, okay, rich, yeah, wealthy. My sister was in London. I was in the best university in my city and one of the best in my country. So I graduated the university that our president did. Maybe it's not like a mark for you, but for all the Russian people, it is. So, but he was really poor, and he, from 19 years old, he lived for 5 years in the apartment of my mother. He didn't pay for anything. He bought sometimes food, but we lived in my room. And then after many years, like when I was 24 and I was pregnant with our first son, we moved to small apartment, like 1 bedroom. It's not like 1 bedroom in States. 1 bedroom means 1 bedroom. There is no living room, with a kitchen. No, it's just 1 bedroom and small kitchen. It was in the, in the shitty place in our city, in the shitty area. So I was with him when he had nothing. He was so poor. He couldn't buy it with no my money. I gave him 1 million rubles. At that times, it was $30,000 to buy this apartment.
Don't mess with taxes. What's good, bro?
And he made it on his name. It doesn't matter. We were married. So for 5 years, he lived in the apartment of my mom, and then we moved to a small apartment that we bought by ourselves together. The thing is that after all these years, he had a dream to come back to the exactly area where my mom lives. My mom lives in a beautiful apartment. It's like marble and columns and fireplaces. It's like really rich flat. So when you tell me or when he told me even, look how you live, the thing is that the way that I live now, it's the way how I lived always. Like since I was 10 years old, we moved to this huge apartment. It's even bigger than now my big apartment. And Dima's dream was always to come back to this area. So after fighting Joe Smith, he bought flat really close to my mom. And he also has marble here because this poor boy from a very poor family, not only poor family, but family with no education. It's really important. Sorry, my teeth are not good today. So he moved. We moved like 5 minutes right from my mom in her area, and he built very same flat as my mom. So this is the way how I used to live. Yes, my father lost his money when I was like 20 years old, 22. But my father gave us money, Dima money, for the marriage. He gave a half to Dima. And the thing is that
call him Demon.
Like my family was wealthy, and all of my family has a high education. My sister's very clever. She's a choreographer. She's so educational. London and everything. I didn't go to London only because I didn't want to leave Russia. like I never did. I didn't want to go to States the same way. So I had, like a driver who got me to the university. This is how I lived. So, background, and the thing is that a person can lose money, job, but if you have this background, if you have high education, if you speak English fluently, you will never lose this kind of background. So the thing is, maybe he was in love with me because I was a beautiful, smart, but rich girl. Now he has a relationship with one more. She's not a girl. She's 40 years old, Arabian
He got
person.
a cougar, yeah.
The thing is, why I want to talk about this.
Jordan was good.
I think that when I was in the United States with my kids and I was married, he met this lady. She blocked me, but I want you to see her page, and you can visit Cancel Bivol. I see the connection that this poor guy from a very poor family, his mother was the one who was always telling that she has no money for food. And when we were like very close to divorce, I was sitting with his mother. She had watches with diamonds and like new iPhone, but she was telling me that she has no money for food. It's all about his family, very bad family. I should have known it before, because in Russia we say the apple doesn't go far from the apple tree. He is the exact son of his parents. So all this money thing, it's not because I'm crazy about money. It's because I want justice. And I know that I will win, and he knows it. So when we were in States, I and my kids, he met this lady.
Was good family.
I didn't want to go to States. The thing is that he wanted to make a green card. He's such a coward person. Like even if you see his fights, he's so accurate, so technique. But the thing is that he's just afraid. And he was very afraid because of the situation in my country, in our country. And he was like, we need to make a green cards. So after fighting,
he said he only good because he's scared. You know what I mean? That's why he fight that way. Cut creator, what it do, my guy? You feeling? Y'all hit the like button for me, man. Yeah, she gonna blow for a little bit, y'all, but I promise y'all we gonna get it to the box.
I think Canela, we moved to States. I said goodbye to my life, to hockey team of my son, to school, and I moved to States for him. But when we arrived, after like 3 weeks, the fight was settled in Emirates. Then Dima went back to Russia, then he went to Emirates, and he had a fight with Ramirez there. So I moved for him. I was devastated. I didn't want to go to States. Especially, I didn't want to stay there alone with no husband. And the thing is that while he was abroad, not in States, still it was impossible to make a green card. So he is the stupid small boy who was just so afraid because of political situation. And he was just hiding his money in States from fighting Canelo.
Gertz was good, bro.
Canelo, sorry. It's like in Russian, it's different.
She's saying he was worried about the political situation where they from, guess in Russia. So he was hiding his money from the Canelo fight in different areas. To make it short, that's what she's saying. So she is saying a lot of stuff that's not necessarily boxing related, but I did tell y'all she did try to expose him and tell all. Shout out to Gertz and everybody else in the building, man.
So I stayed there, and he met this Arabian 40 years old person. After fighting Ramirez, this is was the first ringing bell. He said that he has some stuff to do in Dubai. He didn't come. First time for 16 years, he didn't come home. Like always, it was like this. He had a fight, and one day he's back in Russia or whatever. He said that he needs to do some stuff, and he was like 3 days or 2 days late. So I think that you can understand what he was doing in Dubai because she lives there. When he came back, he said, you know what? I have another idea. I can invest in Grenada $400,000 in hotel, so we can have a passport. Actually, where is my passport? Nowhere. He stole it, but it's other story. And he told me like, if I was in States like for totally 179 days, and he told me, if you stay for 2 more days, you will be like, he can have problems with taxes. So everything about Dima is actually about money, because he did everything to hide his money from Russian government. So he moved his family to States, where his money from fighting Canelo was. Then he realized while he was in Dubai with his slut, sorry, but she's slut, and you can see it on her page. I will talk more a bit later about her. So then he got an idea that he can invest in Grenada, and he doesn't need to stay and have a green card and pay 40% taxes in California. So he was like, okay, now we come back home. In the middle of a year, my kids were in American school, in American hockey team. He didn't care. I was like a doll. I was like a basketball, Now you live in Russia. Hopes you live in States. Oh my God, Texas, come back to Russia. It's not, other city. It's like the other part of the world. I have 2 kids. Wake up. I did it for him. For him and for his money. Then we came back home. It was so bad. He was spending so much time in Dubai. Like, he had his problem with the eye, and he said that he has a doctor in Dubai.
Good, how you feeling?
It's very good in Russia. The medicine is great. But he had a story for me that he found a doctor in Dubai. So he spent so many time in Dubai with his slut. But I believed him.
Damn.
So then the divorce started because his mother also attacked me. She was always talking about the money, and I couldn't stand it no more. I couldn't. It's really devastating. I was in shock. I was depressed, but still very like in my soul, I felt that this divorce is a good thing. Because Dima changed so much, but maybe he was always this way. But after this money from fighting Canelo and Ramirez, he became just crazy. Like, he thought that he's the king here, but come on. You're a husband, you're a father, you're not a king. It's not a ring. So, we started the process of divorce. There was a thing about the money, because he had 2 bank accounts in California and in Dubai. And
she's telling it all.
It was like 2.5 million in States and 2.5 million in Dubai. In Russian law, we should divide everything, like 50% to the wife and 50% to the husband. It's a law. He told me that he will give me only 100,000 from this $5 million. And he asked me, there is a settlement. It's called like the settlement about how we separate our bank accounts, like everything 50%, 50%. But he didn't want to show his bank accounts in Russia, so he asked me to make a marriage settlement. It is called marriage contract. So he asked me, like
Bivol
2 days before he left the apartment, to make a marriage contract. I was like, why we should make a marriage contract if we getting divorced? The thing is that a marriage contract is for marriage people, as I think. But he told me that he doesn't want to show his millions in this settlement, other type of settlement. So he wants to make a marriage contract. And I said yes. But he told me that he will pay me only $100,000 from this $5 million. And signing the marriage contract, I have it. You can see it. I post some things from it.
Right.
That now I cannot do anything with his bank account. So even if we stayed married,
He locked her out.
I couldn't do anything with his bank accounts. So he did everything. He already had a lawyer. He had a lawyer since word divorce was only told loudly in our kitchen.
I mean, y'all
He
was
knew
getting
how to
divorced.
hide his money. I was so devastated. I didn't even think that he's capable of doing this. So what he did, he said that I will have only this $1,000. I said, okay. From this amount of money, I got almost nothing. I also had a flat that was on my name.
He
And
changed
he
a
was
lot,
like,
so
he told me that he will give me and my kids this apartment. And this is mine, on my name. But still, it's not $5 million, you know. He had more and he has more apartments. Before we lived in small apartment, 1 bedroom. Then we lived in apartment 3 bedrooms, and then we live in this apartment 5 bedrooms.
Because
So
the
5
boss
bedrooms
at all,
apartment is mine. After divorce, after marriage contract, yeah, on my name. And this 3 bedroom apartment was on my name before, and it should have stayed this way. But I'm such a kind, stupid girl.
Yeah, his
He
job-
had a lot of property in Russia to rent. He's a landlord.
That sound like
and-
money. People said, what money?
But he doesn't have apartment to live. And he said that he will rent apartment close to us. I was so stupid and kind. I told him that I will give him this 3 bedroom apartment. This was a mistake. The real price of this apartment is like $300 and half dollars. So it's like $300,000 and half dollars. The 3 bedroom that was on my name. And I said that he must live there because I don't want my kids to come to rental apartment. So I give him this apartment. And I don't want him to live in some apartment. I want him to live like he has a flat. I was so kind, so stupid. Oh my God. He told me, oh my God, really? I was like, of course, it's not about the money. We have family. He told me that in this case, he will give me $200,000 more. So in total, in money, he gives me $300,000. And I cannot do anything with his $5 million. So it's on him. And I give him flat, but I have $3,000. And we were like very ready to sign these pages, this contract that he, like during a year, he will pay me $300,000. But he said this thing. He was like, maybe we shouldn't write it in paper. He told my father and me that he will never lie and betray mother of his kid. So we didn't sign the pages. I was stupid. We didn't sign it. So
On her.
he paid me only $49,000, not 300,000. 49, and this all is proved because he gave it to me. He sent it So all the proof, just so little. And then he told me like, fuck off. Also had a car in Los Angeles. And there was a settlement that he gives me, he buys us tickets to LA, economy class. And I will be for 1 month in our rented apartment in LA. And there was my car. His manager, his travel agent canceled our tickets 6 hours before the flight. And I spent my money to get to States with my kids. When we arrived, my friend met me with the keys from apartments, and there was no my car. And also he's supposed to give me $70,000 there in States. They should have been in my apartment, in our apartment, rented apartment. There was no money at all. So I spent 1 month in States with no money, but thanks to my friends and I had some money on a bank account, it helped me. No car, nothing at all. At that time, I felt myself so strange. So I'm not a money person, I'm a justice person, and I know how to lose money, so I don't care to lose more.
And she exposed some text messages. She was going in, yeah. She was doing a lot. She was doing a lot.
So he canceled our tickets in June. And in May, he came to beat me in my apartment. And also he ruined the watches that was given him from Umar Kremlov as a present, and he gave it to me as a present. Dima gave it to me. So you will see it next.
That's the broke watch. She said he broke her watch or something. Like that gift that he gave her, he ended up breaking it.
Не надо. Убирал руки. Что ты снимаешь? Что ты снимаешь? Себя сними.
Before, I didn't want to show this video with the voice because I didn't want you to hear my voice. He attacked me and I wanted to hit him back, but I couldn't. And there is other voice. It's the voice of my father. He was in the apartment when this devil, Dima, tried to attack me, and he did. He slapped me in the face. And he smashed my present, his present that he gave me. And our kids were crying. So he did it in this apartment, in my apartment, in front of my kids.
We damn sure can, Jordan. That part is always unfortunate, you know. That's never cool. That's, you know, that she had to deal with that part of it for sure. You know, hopefully they get to work through their situation.
And even after that, he abused me. Like, he told me that if I go to court, I will never have normal alimony for my kids because he earns money abroad. But it's not legal. Even if you live abroad, you earn money, I don't know, anyway, it doesn't matter. There is a Russian law that you need to pay 33% of all your income, no matter where, to your kids. No matter where you get this, earn this income.
No,
and
they won't. Nah, they
still,
won't Supreme,
I
no.
was like in love
They
with
won't-
this
they won't dare.
devil.
They won't touch it.
Demon. He's awful person. I don't respect him at all.
We see. We hear.
So in
We
August,
hear.
he did everything. He was threatening me that I will never get normal
Facts,
money.
man. They gonna have
And
you,
we
they
made
gonna-
an agreement. It was also like a bullshit agreement that he gives only $1,000 for my both kids. But there was an additional agreement that all things like
She keep calling
clothes,
me demon.
medicine, education, sports. He will pay with the check. So I send him check, and he will send the money. For the whole year, we were fighting for every dollar. It was crazy. And in August, he refuses to pay additional money to kids. It's not additional, actually.
That's
it's
crazy.
like legal, true money.
That's crazy.
So now my kids have only $1,000 from a millionaire father. And why it happened?
You said
Because
that first. She ain't care
I
about
fall
money.
in love
That's what she been talking about.
with one man. He's a policeman, and Dima found it out. What Dima did, he was threatening me and my mom that he will hire people to punch, to beat this man. But then he said that he changed his mind. Of course he did, because this man is a policeman, and you know it's like it's illegal to beat a person, but it's 10 times illegal to beat a policeman. So this is why I started to talk about. This is why I started to talk about his Arabian slut, because I knew about her since February, because my kids stayed with her and his parents and him in Dubai for New Year. So you see how kind and stupid I am. And then in February, I was like watching photos in phones of my kids, and I found this video when Dima is giving this person a present, a cup, and she was like, "Oh my God, Dima, I'm gonna cry. I love you," and all this shit. So it was in February 2024. And I was like, "Oh my God, is this Arabian girl that," and everything like that. There was such a gossip that he has this girl. So this is why after he was threatening me, my policeman, my mother, that he will hit him, beat him, and so on, I posted stories about his Arabian girl. And my kids also told that she is like stupid girl, because she is. The thing is that she has a son, but she told to my kids that this is her brother. So I don't know what kind of girl she is, that she was sleeping with married men, and that she's hiding her kid. She's calling her kid that he is her brother. So Dima is not keeping silence. He just is threatening me, and then I speak out in public. And after me doing these stories, they tried to restrict, like Instagram restricted me. I was almost banned. I lost my verification. Like they tried to hide my page, my voice. And he told that my kids won't receive any money, and he stopped talking with my kids. This is true, Dima Bivol, and he's keeping silence because his trainer, Mashyanov, he's a very bad person. He loves only money. He's watching all my stories everywhere because they're afraid of me, because all they have is money and I have all other things. So then after my stories, this Marmar girl, she posted this.
She had told you she was long-winded, bro. It's almost over though. Guys, she got a couple more minutes to this, and I'm gonna pull up the where she was actually started talking about.
So did you see this thing? Oh my God, I want to say whore, but fuck. So, but she's whore. She's fucking whore. This fucking whore. I don't know. You can restrict my page. I don't care. I go to court, and she's threatening me
Hold on, bro. That was funny. I ain't gonna hold you. That was kind of funny. She went in. She went in right there. Hold on, y'all. Why would it do that? She went in, bro. Man, she went in for a second. She lost her mind. She was snapped out. Homegirl tripped out. She said, man, craziness, man. Craziness, bro. Craziness. All right. Come on, man. There we go. Hold on. My bad, y'all. And she went off, didn't she? She started going off, man. She started tripping.
Me, I was almost banned. I lost my verification. Like they tried to hide my page, my voice. And he told that my kids won't receive any money, and he stopped talking with my kids. This is true, Dmitry Bivol, and he's keeping silence because his trainer, Mashyanov, he's a very bad person. He loves only money. He's watching all my stories everywhere because they're afraid of me. Because all they have is money, and I have all other things. So, then after my stories, this Marmar girl, she posted this.
She went off. So he went and got him a 40-year-old thotty, man. Called her Arabian slut. She was going.
So, did you see this thing? This, oh my God, I want to say whore, but fuck. So, but she's whore. She's fucking whore. This fucking whore. I don't know, you can restrict my page. I don't care. I go to court and she's threatening me. What you can do to me? I'm Russian. I don't have money abroad. I have nothing abroad. And what you can do to me, it's...
For the win was good.
Oh my God, stupid slut. And now because of this slut, my kids called him. He didn't answer. She thinks that I try to steal their money. Oh my God, I wanna...
She gonna put her hand.
Do you understand me? Is there people who gave birth?
I understand.
Is there someone who understands this fucking stupid situation? It's fucking situation. I don't have other word.
Get it off your chest.
That this, because of this fucking slut, father of my kids doesn't pay money for my kids. And I go to court. Yes, I hired a lawyer. I spent a lot of money on this lawyer because it's expensive, good lawyer. But I will fight for my kids. I will fight for my kids forever. And you will lose. You and your horny slut will lose. And the most funny thing, and Marmar, I know that you watch all my stories, so Dima wrote me via email, so I have screenshot and everything, that I am better than you in all the ways. So you see, this Dima has a problem with his, brain or something else. His mental health is really bad, and he looks like shit. My followers send me a screenshot of how he looks in stories. He looks like shit because he's with these very bad people around him. And the thing is that he wrote me after he told me that he will beat my policeman. He told me that I'm better than her in all the ways. Marmar, sorry. So, at the end, thank you for the time, but I think you were very interested. And I want to say that maybe you don't like me. I don't care, but I'm a true person and I show my emotions and I'm not ashamed of this. I feel, and I am a gorgeous woman, mother of 2 amazing kids. Actually, I was pregnant 3 times from Bivol, and my first pregnancy ended, it was abortion because his mother made me do this. So it's a crazy family, and I am happy that I am not a part of this family. But there is, thanks God, I live in Russia, and law will protect me and my kids. Only thing that I'm afraid of, that he loses to Bitter BF and he come to beat me again. This is the only thing. Oh my God, Tim.
Ryan was good with it, man. Ernie was good.
Oh my God.
That's what it looked like.
Oh my God.
Beautiful, yeah?
That's Bivol chick right there. That's his other chick.
My love. I'm gonna cry.
He was salty. They language is so different, bro. Average Joe was good with it. Yeah, right. For sure. Right at the time when they get caught out there or they leaving. Shout out to her, though. You know, the domestic stuff is always unfortunate. That nobody should have to deal with that, but she did reveal way too much business. She spoke very briefly on the boxing. She did say he's a scary fighter. The reason he fights the way he does, the reason he's accurate and all that, because he's scary, pretty much. That's what she was saying. Then she said some more stuff in the injuries. I'm going to pull up the post where she was talking about the injuries. Yeah, their language is different, bro. I'll be like, what the hell? CJ, what it do, my guy? How you feeling? He said, that's turkey meat. With a cup, I see why people left, man. I'm telling you, people said, yeah, I'm out of here. Shout out to the kids for sure, man. And hopefully they could come to some common ground. You know, it's always unfortunate to see that spill over into the public like that. You know, but I know she probably just got some things on her chest. And I get it, but social media never gonna get you the response you're looking for. You're gonna always get clowned and people gonna make
Арман Сарукян.
Поставил все точки над «и».
В общем, будет интересно. Семья Тарасовых сделала половину хайп реалити.
Эксклюзив.
I guess this is a message to people. Guess that little extra stuff was a message to people. All right, get that out of there. All right, well, look. Aside from that, let's bring it back to boxing. As I told y'all, I would bring it back to the boxing. She did say a lot of rambling. Like I said, she spoke briefly on the boxing. She basically said, you know, he changed after that. He got that money. Got that Canelo money. Got that Gilberto Ramirez money. That Zurdo Ramirez money. So he started acting different, man. But he said the reason he fights the way he do, you know, accurate and all that, because he's scary. You know, he's just a scary guy and all this stuff. I don't think B was scary. That's different, you know. You can tell she don't too much like him because she ain't hearing none of it. But this is something else that she did say, y'all. This is something she did say. You know what I mean? After all the attacks on me from the you know what I mean, Bivol failure to pay child support for his son's complete refusal to communicate with them. I want to tell you everything I know. This is where it gets interesting as far as the boxing. Like I told y'all, I would bring it back to the boxing. All that other stuff, I was just letting y'all hear it in real time so y'all can know how we got here. And she followed up after that with something like this. And she said, you know, he has a stress fracture of a vertebrae in his back. Wow, that's one. All his hands have been operated on. All his hands. She said it like he got more than 2 hands. He only got 2 hands, but okay. All his hands have been operated on, not just once. 1 elbow for sure. Very sore knees. His left ear is constantly swelling. It has been broken many times. And fluid has accumulated in his eye many times. Sometimes he can't see well, but the main thing is that he is a coward. We need your victory, Arthur. She want Arthur to win, bro. She like, Arthur, we need this. She like, we need this, Arthur. We need you to win, dog. And she went as far as saying something. You are commenting on the publication or to better be. Like, look, she was trying to answer. She was trying to get a response, man. She ain't feeling Dmitry, man. Meet done messed up, man. Or Breezy was good with it. So look, like I told y'all, I know y'all, we don't care too much for the personal business, but she brought it out. So I just played it in real time. I told y'all, like I said, we was going to get it back to the boxing. This is the part that stood out the most to me. Like I said, the domestic stuff is always unfortunate. I don't feel like females should have to go through that. But she definitely airing out all her personal business is never going to get her the help that she truly want. You get what I'm saying? But that's just my spill on that part. I'll leave that alone. But this is the more eye-catching and eye-opening stuff. You know what I mean? As far as when it pertains to boxing. Look at the number of injuries that she listed. You get what I'm saying? From stress fracture, of vertebrae in his back. That's one. His hand, all of his hands. He only got two, but said all of his hands been operated on. You know what I mean? And not just once. She made that clear. So you talking about stress fractures in your back. You talking about hand injuries. You get what I'm talking about? You talking about elbows, sore knees with an S. That's knees, left ear swelling, fluid accumulating in the eye. That's a lot of stuff, man. That's a lot of stuff. And like I said, I don't know if the way she's putting it, if this is just the things that she's seen over a period of time throughout her career, because this would be right on par with the career of a fighter. Am I right? Yeah. Guys gonna go through a lot of different things, fractures, all types of nicks, injuries, sprains, sometimes soreness, all that type of stuff. They go through it. So it just sounds like the life of a boxer. But what the only question for me is this a matter of things that you've seen like in recent memory where you feel like this is going to affect him going into the fight? Or you just, because you mad, you just said everything over a period of time? Did you throw out the health of this guy, throughout a stretch period of time, throughout his career, the whole time you've been rocking with him, right? Is that what you're doing? But at the end of the day, man, it's a tough career, man. It's a tough career. This dude been at the top of his game since he been at the top of his game, and we ain't seen nothing less. So, like I said, a lot of these injuries and things that she mentioned would be news to me. Like, man, this is wild. Like, she spoke about everything. I don't think she left nothing out. I don't think it was nothing else she could have spoke about that was personal. She literally took all of the inside business and just dumped it out into the street, literally with them lives, that series of live stream clips, you know what I mean? Instagram live. So it's unfortunate to see it spill over like that. But like I said, the more interesting thing for me in terms of us just keeping it boxing is, that's my question to y'all. Do y'all think his health is in any way compromised going into this fight? Or do y'all think she just was pissed off and she put a bunch of things together and, said, because look how she said it. You know what I mean? I'm going to tell you everything I know. You get what I'm saying? And she set the table by something that she's mad at. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you everything. He got stress fracture in his vertebrae in his back. He got operations on his hands more than once. He got sore elbow. You know what I mean? His elbow been operated on. You get me? Sore knees, left ear constantly swelling. Like, she hit everything, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, is Team Better Beef watching this? You get what I'm saying? Did Team Better Beef get a hold of this? That's a lot. And Better Beef himself was coming off an injury of his own. So, man, this is an interesting element, I will say, to a fight. You know what I mean? And I don't know. He looks pretty healthy. Looks could be deceiving. We don't know what kind of injuries or ailments he battling. But this is what she decided to spill. You know what I mean? And to the internet, she put that out there, man. You know what I mean? Bivol Kate put that out. Kate Bivol put it out there, man. Yeah, she sound hurt. You know what I mean? Looks like an epic fumble. You got a broken hand. Can't even grab the 200 from Quavers. Yeah, man. I'm hearing he might be out with a broken hand. But it's always a blessing in disguise, because if you go into a bigger fight with that type of injury, they'll swear you duck. So it's just, I think it's just the luck of the draw, man. It's unfortunate at this point. Australia didn't, yeah, War 2 about what the better it is. Yeah, they watching right now. 300K is not enough. That's what she said. She want more. Better be rubbing his hands like Birdman after this. I'm telling y'all, man. So, like I promised y'all, we was gonna make it a boxing conversation, even though she was long-winded and she spilled a lot of personal business. Right? That's not really our focus, but we love this fight, bro. This is a big fight. This is one of the biggest fights in boxing. It's an undisputed matchup that's been, I ain't gonna say long overdue, but it's been marinating for a little bit due to different things, right? And we finally got it. It's on the way, October 12th, and I just hope that, with both guys are going in there as healthy as possible, especially a guy like Bivol, because you can't afford to have no sore knees in a fight against Arthur Beterbiev. You better be able to get away from him. You're going to need your rhythm, your movement, your timing, right? Your distance and range control. You need 2 full tires. You get what I'm saying? You need 2 healthy tires, 2 working tires when you're messing with him. You don't need no bad knees. You definitely don't need no elbows to be hurting. You get what I'm saying? You don't need no soreness of the back because he gonna hurt you. You know what I'm saying? You don't need none of that. You don't need no swelling in your ear and fluid accumulating in your eye and you can't really see. She said this man can't see well. She done told all this man business, man. That's nasty work. Like I've seen women go the domestic route, but it's and that's even bad. Like when it goes public, right? But to go public with this man ailments and the things that he's had operated and injuries, like to just put it all out there like that. I don't know. Now you playing with his bag. So this is my part. And I don't want to make it nothing personal because I don't know their personal business. She told her story. Like I'm not in that part of it. But my thing is a lot of what she was saying was centered around money, not to be funny. She set the table talking about how they was good with money. She come from a rich family. She gorgeous. She all this. She was talking about herself for a minute. But her whole argument and everything, even down to the treatment, it was more so about money. Not enough money. He said he was going to do this with the money. He got his money over here. 5 million over here. He got money in this account over here. This account. Like it was money. And now I can't do nothing with his money. I have no access to the 5 million. She just kept saying this stuff. Money. So not to get too far into it, because I'm not in a personal business, remember, but my thing is, now if you potentially put him in a situation to ruin his money, to ruin his bag, how do you get paid then? How does that help your kids? You get what I'm saying? If you messing with how he get his money, now you outing him. Now you tell him where he been hurt at, what he got, repaired, what's sore, what eye, accumulation of fluid in the eye he can't see now, operated hands, elbows, and knees, like, you threw this man under the bus. So you get what I'm saying? So you gotta think a little bit. I know he probably was a little frustrated, but you gotta think. You know what I mean? He got the biggest fight of his life coming up. You know what I'm saying? He got the biggest fight of his life coming up. That's all I'm saying. So it's like, I want to be very clear and respectful with my words, because y'all know I keep it consistent over here. I ain't telling her how to feel or none of that stuff. I'm just saying I think she should have thought it through, that part of it, like, trying to expose that part of his career. If you wanted to expose him as being a piece of ish and a piece of crap father, I've seen that story a million times. You're entitled to do that. But I think once you start making it, you done that, you done hit every base on that. You done told all y'all dirty laundry. You done took y'all dirty load of laundry and just dumped it into the street. And then you bled into the professional side of things. And now you're not considering the fact that he do got a career. He got the most dangerous fight that he's going to take probably in his career. And he's going to need at any and every advantage. You're going to need to be 100%. He needs all of that. But, that's just the unfortunate part. That's all I would say. Other than that, that her business is her business. Their business is theirs. But now you done kind of put them, like, there's no way Team Beterbiev ain't see this. There's no way. I'm sorry, man. I don't care what you say. As much as he is a beast and they probably locked in and focused, there's no way somebody don't catch wind of this and like, damn, this was going on over here. Okay. He probably ignored all the personal stuff, but this probably caught his eye. He like, oh, so not only because you got to think he coming off an injury too. So he probably like, damn, he been hurt too. So his knees been hurt. You get what I'm trying to say, y'all? Better be like, damn, I'm 40 coming off another injury. But then you go look up and you like, oh, so his knees been sore too? So his elbows been hurting him too? Oh, so your hands have been hurt. So you feeling it too, huh? You feeling the wear and tear of a long career? Okay. It's just a different look. Oh, yeah. Your ear swelling. What she mean? Your left ear. She made it clear. She said your left ear swelling, bro. It has been broken many times. I don't know how you could say your ear. Maybe it's eardrum. I don't know what she meant by that, but she on it, bro. Sometimes he can't see well. Like, damn. Whoa. Pause. Hold time out. Damn. She's somebody take Kate phone. She tripping. Technique was good with it. Irvin Mack, my guy. Allen was good with it, fan. I'm gonna check that out. Cause it was dope. I'm gonna check that out. I meant to show y'all that too. Zoom verse, man. He said that's called defamation. He could sue for it, man. I'm telling you. That's the target. The Rise Podcast, my guy in the building. You feel me, Lisa, man? You got to think about the kids. I know she's saying he don't talk to him and all that no more, but I know how that stuff can be. That can be worked out. Y'all can work that out. Any real man want to be a part of his kids. Like, Rise, what's good? Seeing how you feeling? You think Better Be don't have career injuries? Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely, I do. But the thing is, to get it put all on Front Street, you get what I'm saying, is a little different. Beth, what's good with it, fam? So there's Fundora. That was one, but yeah. So we're going to get to that too. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to it. I promise you, we will. We're going to get to it. But look, man, I just wanted to talk a little bit about this. And like I told y'all, even though it was a lot of other stuff she said, extra stuff that we don't care to know, she did. This stuff I do care to know because this is a big fight. You got to think. Biggest fight of both of their careers. Could be the toughest challenge of both of their careers. Real 50-50 type of affair. Either guy could win. Even if you just expecting Better Be to get the knockout, it won't be easy, right? It's going to be a real fight for both of these dudes. Better Be coming off a knee surgery, right? And from the sound or the looks of it, reading all of this, I wouldn't, just trying to think about it logically, even though I don't know, I'm assuming she's mentioning every injury that she can think of through the course of his career since she been with him, right? I'm thinking maybe that's what she doing. And she just saying, look, he broken down, like and he's scary. Like she was saying all of that. So she even said the reason he fight the way he do, accurate and basically because he's scary. So yeah, it's tough, man. But this does matter to me as a fight fan. This definitely matters. I hope this don't impact the fight. Like I said, I hope he's as close to 100% as he can be going into a fight like this because he's going to need it. Both guys going to need it. And who knows, this might make the fight really interesting if both guys is nursing or dealing with some type of injuries going into the fight. You know what I mean? Even if Better Bivol is good, he is coming off an injury. He is about 40. He's older than Bivol. He is the puncher. You know what I mean? But you need your legs, you need your knees to be in check, you need your feet to be able to punch, to land them shots, right? Bivol look like he's in good shape right now, this far out from the fight. He like his rhythm is on point. This is like this going to be a really good fight. I think he understands the challenge that Better Bivol is as much as he can, right? For somebody that never been in there with him. So I think he's going to prepare properly. He's going to make this a real good fight. Better Bivol is to get this knockout, he's going to truly have to earn it, I believe, man, because Bivol is that type of talent, in my opinion. So let's hope, both of these guys, for the sake of boxing and their careers and for our money's worth, right, that both of these guys are as healthy as one could be going into a undisputed fight for all the titles, right? This light heavyweight supremacy right here at its best. You got number 1 and 2 guy. You know what I'm saying? Champion versus champion. Long awaited undisputed matchup between these two dudes. They're the kind of guys that since they grabbed their titles, they've had them since. You know what I'm saying? They're long time title holders. So it's finally time to, for the absolute 2 best guys in the division, most accomplished, you know what I mean, to get in there and mix it up and may the best man win. I think we got a good fight on our hands, man, for October 12th. I like it. I like this fight, but like I said, my only concern is now just seeing her post all this injuries like that. Does that give Better Bivol any type of advantage? Does that put Dmitry Bivol at any type of disadvantage, or is this just, something that's going to go over their head and they ain't thinking about that, Because at the end of the day, he is a professional. Regardless of what she's saying, you do got to take into account they're going through something. So anything she has to say about him, none of it is going to be good. You know what I mean? Nothing she had to say about him is good. So I think him as a professional better be, he's going to prepare for the best version of Dmitry Bivol. And I don't think he could expect anything less. Like I said, if I just look at this, from a logical standpoint, all those injuries don't sound like it was all on one night. Sound like that was over time. And she just like call herself spilling the beans and let you know that he got some wear and tear, some mileage on him. And he's scary for what it's worth. That's what she said. So we're going to see what comes of this, man. I think, like I said, at the end of the day, I think it could end up being a really good fight, man. Either guy could win. I think it's either going to, in one or two ways, it's either going to be Better Be getting a knockout and keeping that 100% KO streak intact, or it's going to be Bivol's rhythm, timing, activity, jab, and different things like that. Being a great chess player, he's going to win on points. That's the only two ways I could see it. You know what I mean? That's it for me. But this is a good fight. So let's see. Hopefully him and his girl could put this behind him, because, his ex-wife, should I say, they could put this issue behind him, because this is nasty to see it spill out like that, right? And it's just not something you really want to see. But like I said, man, salute to both guys. I don't have a dog in the race. I might make a pick before they actually fight in another breakdown, but we got two real dogs going in here to win it. All they do is know how to win. They've been champions for a minute. You know what I mean? They've been fighting at a high level for the bulk of their careers. And let's see it, man. Pedigree versus pedigree. Let's see who take it. You know what I mean? Shout out to my bro D1, man. Breeders was 40 and put Opatai in the hospital again. Damn. It was her jaw jacket. yeah, she called him scary, man. He said, when the fight breaks out, I got Better Be. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's scary. Everybody gets those butterflies. Yeah, she tried to make it seem like he's some scary dude, though. The only reason he good because he's scary. So power, yeah. You know it. But the thing is, you do need them legs and them knees to be intact so you can land that power, right? The power come from the legs, right? So that's why I'm saying with him coming off a knee injury is very interesting. Knee injury, 40 years old. And he's had multiple injuries throughout his career that sidelined him at different points. Better Be. So he got the wear and tear. But with her listing all of Bivol's injuries, seemed like he got some wear and tear, to be fair, too. So that shit goes on both sides. So should be an interesting fight nonetheless, man. And like I said, may the best man win. I like both of these dudes. I rock with them both. They really winners. They're easy to support. They, constant professionals, and they always prepared, man. They always give you your money's worth. They always come to win. And that's what they do. I got Better Be KO late. I feel that. I got Better Be Bivol. Ex-wife trying to support stoppage. You a fool, bro. Man, but it's going to be one of them. Yeah, it's going to be a good fight, Ernie. It's definitely going to be a good fight, man. So that's something I wanted to build on. That's something I wanted to bring to y'all. Y'all got to hear a lot of what she said. We didn't care for a lot of it, but some of it caught our ear. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, let's hope that both guys is in the best shape possible. Both of them physically, mentally, emotionally, all that stuff ready. We got a good undisputed fight, man. We got light heavyweight supremacy, man, October 12th. So let's get it. We all know who she got. Yeah, she said Better Be. Bivol masterfully outboxes Better Be. Talk to him, man. It's gonna be a great fight. Absolutely, man. But let's keep rocking. Let's keep rolling. We ain't done yet on this Good Friday. Like I told y'all, we got a few things to build on, as we always do over here, man. Let me get this off. Boom. Let me get that off of there, y'all. All right. Let's get to it. So, got some Fundora news, man. Fundora update. Interesting update nonetheless, right? This has been an interesting, like, ping pong type of affair, right? This has been back and forth. It's been a bit of a mess with this, right? From seeing Errol Spence standing next to Fundora, that awkward picture that they took, shaking hands and pretty much agreeing to fight each other, right? You seen, I think it was, what was it, WBO ordered this fight between Terence Crawford and Fundora, but you've heard Fundora and them say they still looking to fight Errol Spence and not Terence Crawford. Well, I did some reading again today, man, and they went back again. You know what I mean? They back and forth again with this. So seems to me that Team Fundora is planning on fighting Terence Crawford instead of Errol Spence. They saying they focused only on Terence Crawford and not the Errol Spence fight, which is crazy because you just was hearing some reports about Errol Spence fighting this dude in late January. So it's crazy how this is going, man. It's interesting because something tells me that they feel like the fight is more winnable after seeing Terence Crawford's last performance. They might be fooled. They might be fooled or be prisoners of the moment. And I think that's what they're looking at. They look at Terence Crawford like you looked human in your last fight, right? You looked human. You looked next to human, and they feel like they can beat him. But we're gonna talk about this, man, because like I said, this has been back and forth. This is not something I expected at all, man. At all, for these dudes to be going back and forth, back and forth. So this is what they saying. Okay, Samson is the promoter for Sebastian Fundora, and they said they are only focused on staging a fight against Terence Crawford. You get what I'm saying? And remember, we seen the WBO order this fight, and they still was going against it. Sounding like they was going to fight Spence because he was the more lucrative guy. Now they changed their tune, and it looked like they want to fight Terence. They want to fight Terence Crawford. So like I said, man, either way, this is a good fight. It's a risky fight. Fundora is a tough fight for anybody. I don't think he's an easy out for neither guy. Obviously, Errol Spence got more questions to answer than a Terence Crawford at this stage, right? Last time we seen Errol Spence, it was just a terrible showing for him. So we don't know what to expect with him coming back. Terence Crawford, a lot of people felt like he looked human in his last fight. So they assume that any challenge at 54 outside of Madrimov, any top guy should be a relatively, tough challenge for him as well. So we're gonna see. I'm not being fooled by what I've seen with the Madrimov situation. I feel like styles make fights. I feel like the first fight there's just a few things to consider. You know what I mean? And those layoffs, I don't care what you say. I know he's accustomed to those layoffs, but I said this before. As you continue to get up there in age, I think the layoffs hit different. You get what I'm saying? When you're a younger guy coming off a layoff, I think it affects you to a different degree. Maybe you were able to shake the ring rust off a little faster. You get what I'm saying? Or maybe just not be affected by it overall as a whole, right? But I think as you continue to get up there in age with him about to be 37, you don't need to keep taking yearly layoffs, right? You don't need that. So like I said, Terence Crawford is active and continue to get fights, right? If they make this fight with Fundora and they make it in a timely manner, my money is with Bud. I'm not picking against him. You're going to have to show me you could beat him. You get what I'm saying? Like, I get it. Fundora's dangerous. I seen this fight with Lubin. But my question to y'all is, Fundora's been in a number of wars already at this point in his career. More recently, that was the toughest fight I think he's been in a date. The Gervonta Clarks of the world. He's had tough fights. He's had wars. The Erickson Lubin, he won, but that was a back and forth affair. He was getting touched up in that fight too. So what I'm saying is he's young, but at what point do them wars start to add up? Because he been, you get what I'm saying? You see how it changed for him in the Mendoza fight that he was winning. He got clipped. I'm telling you, them wars are starting to add up as well. So he a young guy, but he been through the ringer a little bit, bro. So he got to be smart. And like I said, he got to show me he can beat Terence Crawford. Like, Crawford ain't Errol Spence, and that shit not going, no disrespect to him or nothing, or he not a Lubin or Tim Tszyu. Like, that shit is much different challenge, much, much more cerebral guy. He going to make you think. Chess player at the highest order. I don't know. That's gonna be an entertaining fight, man. That's gonna be an entertaining fight, bro. Sheldon was good. Was good with it. Why was it crazy? Errol was first supposed to happen in October, and in December. Now January telling me Errol ain't healthy and can't get cleared. Tells me that he still. I don't know exactly what it is. That could be a possibility, Sheldon. But I would say he still got some things that to work out that ain't ironed out. You know, yeah, he could have a trainer, but then, you know, health could be an issue as well. You know what I'm saying? But training situation, right? Just not having an ideal situation to go into a fight that could potentially be your last, you know what I'm saying, with the wrong kind of performance. So he got some more T's to cross and I's to dot, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what it is. Yeah, man. Ambrose, it's tough, right? That's a tough ass fight for him sitting off that layoff, bro. And that's what I was saying. That's like another 18 months. So I don't know, man. And in hindsight, this could end up being good. Hold on, let me get my mic back in, y'all. Pardon me. My bad. Pardon me. All right, we back. That's what I was saying, y'all. Part of me is worried because that 18 months ain't nothing to play with. Like, you can't keep doing that. You can't keep having them long ass layoffs. You fighting these dudes that's active, getting the work in, these younger, fresher guys. That's dangerous, man. Like, it's a gamble each and every time you continue to put yourself in that situation. But like I said, it ain't up to me. I'm gonna support whatever Spence decide he got going on. But like I said, man, Samson said they targeting Crawford, and that's their focus. So if that's their focus, if Crawford doesn't land the Canelo Alvarez fight, then there you go. That's a fight that you could potentially possibly see him in. Him and Sebastian Fundora would be a crazy fight. I'm telling you, because he's shorter than Errol, man. And he looked crazy standing next to Errol. So, man, he's going to look even crazier in there with Crawford. But I think once Crawford figure out that height and reach, man, you got to fight. You know what I mean? That's what I think. I think it'd be a risky fight for anybody. Crawford getting up there in age, but he's still at the top of his game, still in his prime, in my honest opinion. And you're going to have to show me you can beat him. Got a lot of experience, especially at the high level. You know what I mean? One of the more versatile guys, one of the better thinkers in the game of boxing. And we talking about one of the pound-for-pound best fighters in the world, if not number one, right? He's number one for me. You know what I mean? But let's see it, man. Let's see it. Let's see it. I don't know if this is good news or bad news for Errol Spence. I mean, if he's not fighting Sebastian Fundora, maybe bad news because you gonna find yourself out the ring for an even longer period of time. You know what I mean? Now you're getting closer and closer to 2 years. You know what I'm saying? And that could be tough. So, but maybe on the flip end, you get a lesser guy, less risky opponent. Maybe you do consider a tune-up for the first time in your career. I don't know. I don't know what the case is, but like I said, the longer time you spend out the ring, the more risky it is you coming back and being able to return to the right kind of form. I just don't care who you are, like, especially when you've been through as much as you've been through in your career with the injuries, the car accidents, all that stuff. Then you keep continuously taking this long stretch period off. Like I said, 18 months ain't nothing to sneeze at. Then you don't fight at that targeted date, and you run the risk of being even closer to a complete 2 years out the ring. Now you got to think about you coming back. Now you in there with a first time trainer. How that's gonna look? How well are you gonna be able to perform under those circumstances with that being the first time you working with a guy, right? So it's a lot of questions to answer. How much of you can return in the ring and against top quality opposition too. So it's a lot of questions to answer for Spence. Like I said, it's been a bunch of mixed little stories coming out about him from him coming back at this date. The dates just keep switching. That none of that sounds solid. I'm not surprised. And Shelton, man, shout out to you. You might be making a great point, man. Maybe it's something that's keeping him out even longer because it got to be a reason why the date keeps switching, whether that's health reasons, like you said, not being able to get cleared, or is it just him just still searching for the right situation before he jump back in that ring? So either way, whatever the problem is, if there's even a problem, whatever's keeping him out of the ring can be good for him because the longer he stay out, the tougher I think the road is to climb back. I think it's only realistic or reasonable to think that. So I don't know, man. We'll have to see, man. But Spence got some real questions to answer, and we just gonna have to see what it look like when he come back. But I like this Crawford and Fundora fight. I don't think it's a bad fight at all, yeah. Tenzu did well against Fundora until he got ugly cut. Yeah, that big gash from that damn katana blade that Fundora got as an elbow, sliced him open, and that just changed the whole entire fight. But I think had it not been for that, I think Tenzu would have won. He had Fundora nose broke, messed up, messed his eye. He's doing some damage early. So had it not been for that big gash in his head, I think he would have won. Possibly by knockout too. Ty, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Telling you, them wars, and it's gonna get to a point where them wars gonna add up. You can't keep having them wars, bro. Telling you, young fighter going through that, man, it'll age you really quickly. It'll age you very quickly. And I think the same could be said for Fundora. So he got to be smart. He got to be smart. Every fight can't be a war. Every fight can't be a brawl. Sometimes you got to use your physical gifts. You tall as hell, you long as hell, you got to use that. Now, he was able to utilize that to a certain degree in a fight with Tenzu, but I think that's because Tenzu was cut with all that damn blood in his eye, and it made it easier for him to utilize his height and reach, right? That's what I felt like, but he needs to do that more consistently without taking punishment, and he took a lot of punishment in his last fight. So, like I said, a young guy is cool to know that you tough and you got grit, but you see, you get hit with the right shot, you could get out, you could get put out, and the way Mendoza set you up, Terence Crawford is much better than him, in my opinion. Respecting Mendoza, much better at setting traps. Like I said, it'd be a matter of him adjusting to your height and reach, right? Getting his timing and distance and stuff down. Once he do, man, he's very good at setting traps. And if Mendoza could catch you with a shot you didn't see and put you out, so could Terence Crawford. Like I said, he's a much better fighter than Mendoza to me. And he'll do every bit of a job setting up shots. You know what I'm saying? Great counter puncher. Fundora's willingness to engage, be on that foot coming forward, giving up that height and reach. He leave himself open and susceptible to counters. But like I said, it'd be a very tricky fight for Crawford because that's a long body to deal with in there, bro. Big Soldier was good with it. Crawford versus Canelo or Crawford versus Fundora. I'll take either one, right? Whichever one they pick first. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with it. Because I know either way, Terence Crawford coming to win. Win, lose, or draw, he coming to win. So, but I don't know. Something tells me that Canelo gonna be on his high horse, possibly, and that's gonna stop that fight from being made. But if it doesn't get made, like I said, on the bright side, Fundora and his team said they focusing on Crawford. That's the fight they want to make. They feel like they can beat him. I say go get it. You know what I'm saying? If you can go get him, you know what I'm saying, then go get him. Back fighting on the front foot. But still got it. Yeah, I mean, he can. I think it'll actually serve him, to mix it up a bit, or definitely try to keep Bud at bay. Use your actual physical gifts and stuff like that to put you in position. I think that'd be smart, bro. I really do. I think that'd be smart, bro. I really do. I think that'd be smart. It'd be a good move for you. Crawford got good footwork, time, and speed. He can do it, but it'd be hard. Yeah, you can do it. It's a tough fight because Buddy ass ain't gonna be no easy out for nobody. That's one thing about it. Sebastian Fundora is just a puzzle to figure out. Tall ass, long frame. Know what I mean? And he can decide one day that he want to box and stay long. You'll have to figure that out. Then he like to get in the inside and mix it up, and he get good leverage on his shot, especially those uppercuts in the inside for a guy that's that tall and long. So it's a lot to like, man. It's a lot to like. It's a lot to like with Fundora, man. It's a lot to worry about too, because he gonna get in there and mix it up. He like to fight, but like I said, man, that shit would backfire against Bud, man. You come in there too aggressive, maybe too willing to try to bully him, and you're gonna make him fight. Like I said, he set traps very well. He set you up and catch you with something you don't see. We've seen you get stopped before. but you know, in that same situation, getting cracked and caught with a shot you didn't see, in the fight you was winning because you was so into what you was doing. You abandoned your defense for a minute and you were all offense, and you paid for it. You paid the ultimate price, was a knockout loss. So let's see, man. Like I said, those wars add up. You know what I mean? Already in your career, your young career, you've had more wars than shit than the Terence Crawford. So Terence Crawford might be older, but in some ways, he's definitely preserved. You're not some old, beat up, worn down ass fighter, right? Broken down has been. That's not him. You know what I'm saying? You still gonna get an elite level talent in there. So if you're a younger guy that you know susceptible to being in wars, you just never know how that wear and tear start to affect you as you continue to move in your career. So with each fight, you know, is another opportunity to test and wear on you. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I want to see from Fundora, and I've been asking for that for fights now. Like, I want to see him win a fight where it ain't tough and grueling. I want to see him kind of be able to beat somebody's ass without having to take so much punishment too. Because like I said, it's cool when you young taking them, you know, taking that punishment. But as you get older, man, I'm telling you, punch resistance, you know what I mean? That wear and tear is real, start to add up. And now what once was an iron chin is, you know, not so much. So we've seen it a million times before. 619, what it do, man? Spence fight Erickson Lubin and Jesus Ramos. And both tough fights coming off the couch. At this point, anything at the top is a tough fight for him coming off the couch. And with them targeting Crawford, who knows, man? He might have to settle for somebody else. You just don't know. Just don't know how none of this is going to shake out. But it's been a bit of a mess with this situation. It's been back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Every time you turn around, there's something different coming out about them. 1 minute it's Spence fighting him, and then it's Crawford fighting him. Now it's Spence, now it's Crawford. So shout out to my baby girl, the Queen, Miss Jusdu. How you feeling, baby girl? I take the punishment if you don't have to. And that's what he got to learn. That's what he got to learn. Stop taking punishment, man. You just be in there getting punched on, and you got to do a lot better than that, man. You know what I mean? You want to get your work done a lot more cleanly than that. You don't want to be in there just being a guy getting, you know, pummeled. You know what I mean? For the sake of getting pummeled. That's what he got to learn. You know what I mean? Balancing the two. You know what I mean? Every fight can be a brawl, and it can be a war. It just don't need it. Shit ain't healthy. But like I said, man, I don't know if this is good or bad news at this point, because I do know, like I said, the more time that Errol Spence spends out the ring, the tougher it's going to get for him to bounce back, to expect him to bounce back. You get what I'm saying? He only human. He's been through a lot. Some things outside the ring, outside his control, different things like that, right? So we're going to see, man. We're going to see. Like I said, only time will tell. A lot of people feel like he done for. I've heard that as recent as, you know, a couple weeks ago, saying like he might be finished. But, and again, the only thing that makes that story feel more and more true is because I've been hearing it consistently now. And I've noticed something, because I like to do math. I've noticed that each time I've heard it's shortly after, it's like you hear about a date for him, and then it get pushed back past that date. Then you hear about him being done. Then you hear about a date. Then it get pushed back past that date. Then you hear about him being done. It's like it's a pattern now. So it's just, from a fan's perspective, right? From a fight fan, from a supporter standpoint, it just don't look good, right? The pattern now. I'm starting to be able to do some math now. I'm starting to look at it, because I don't believe in that many coincidences, right? It has to be something that's continuously having these dates that they report getting pushed back. And I don't know if that, again, maybe you're just not ready, but the more you're not ready, the longer you're outside the ring. And then by the time you get back in there, like I said, you're looking at 2 years. So that, I think that's very tough, man. So we're going to see, man. Shout out to Errol Spence. He take that less is more approach too. You don't really see him that much unless he fighting, but we're going to see. Because like I said, it done been a number of different dates. Like, we done got the little theatrics with him standing in the ring, standing next to Fundora, all that stuff, and we still ain't getting no fight. We still ain't getting no Errol Spence back in the ring yet. And, you know, Terence Crawford done already moved up, had a fight, and is looking to get another fight soon. Like, you get what I'm saying? Things is moving on, and that's what's going to really worry me. Like, there's no reason for Terence Crawford to have another fight and Errol Spence still be on the sideline. That can't be good. So the only thing we do is sit by and wait and see what happens, man. Because you know what I'm saying? He out of sight, out of mind. You just don't see him often. Like you don't hear from him that much. He posts here there, but he ain't fighting. You don't see him. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, Gertz. I don't like it, man. At this point, it's just too much. Shout out to John BX putting some color in the chat, man. Haney to file charge battered after Ryan against Ryan. Thought that was the charge, but a man beat a woman. Man, we're gonna talk about that too, because we ain't done yet. We moving right along because we're gonna get to that. That's a little crazy, and we just gonna break it down, give our thoughts on it, man.
And we ain't never got to box again.
Well, we always do.
I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
If Bud and Spence don't move soon, Zoo fight more guys soon. The winner will go for unification. Oh, much as Aliyev, yeah. That's what, that battery thing. John BX, appreciate you, man. Appreciate the support, fam. Yeah, that battery situation a little weird, but we're gonna get to that in just a second. So, like I said, y'all, maybe good news in a sense for Terence Crawford, because we all know he sounded like he wanted a Canelo Alvarez situation, right? And if you don't get that, and you got a guy like Sebastian Fundora targeting you, a guy that has titles in a division where you holding 1-2, that's assuming you got options. So it's not the end of the world. So maybe that's good news for Terence Crawford, not so much for Errol Spence. Any situation, like I said, where he got to find himself on the sideline for an extended period of time after already being out, like I said, closing in on 18 months, is not going to be good. So we're going to see what's to come of it. Like I said, Fundora's not going to be no easy fight for neither guy. Definitely tougher for Errol Spence at this point, simply because of what he looked like in his last fight and the amount of time he spent off since then. And there's so many more questions to answer with him than it is for Terence Crawford at this point in their career, to be fair. So I'm wishing Errol to, speedy recovery or whatever it is going on that's keeping him outside the ring. If he's going to fight again, it needs to be sooner than later. And I think that'd be best for his career, like I said. So we're going to see what comes of it. It's just been this fight with him and Fundora been reported too many times, like from them standing in the ring and getting 2 or 3 different dates, and then they all getting canceled or pushed back, and then we hearing Crawford back in the mix. So we'll see how it all play out, man. We gonna find out. We will find out, but let's keep rolling because we ain't done yet. My guy came in here talking about something we was gonna touch on. This Devin Haney and Ryan situation. I'm not surprised because he did get asked, was he gonna sue? And he never was saying no. He was always saying, we don't know yet, or we going to see, or we still working things out. And you fast forward to today, and, United States District Court for the Eastern District of New York, you know what I mean? Devin Haney promotions, and then he's out here versus Ryan Garcia. And this Dave guy, that's Scooter. Shout out to my guy, L-Dub, and Golden Boy Promotions. So he's out here suing. I ain't gonna lie, it ain't looking how it need to look, bro. This sound crazy. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Battery, bro. Devin Haney has now filed a lawsuit against Ryan Garcia, alleging battery. For starters, battery though, like that's a fight. Oh, I'm guessing because you figure it was a fight, he has some type of unfair advantage, but that's just the looks of it. I'm sorry, battery, fraud, and unjust enrichment. I wish I had somebody here to explain to me what the hell that means, because I've never heard of that before. Unjust enrichment. I don't know what the hell that is, but he's saying he got paid unjustly relating to their fight in April, which was overturned to a no contest after Garcia failed multiple drug tests and was given a 1-year ban. Haney seeking punitive damages. The lawsuit alleges Haney suffered damages and that he suffered physical injury, reputational damage, which will amount to millions of dollars, and emotional and mental distress. Wow, yeah, well, I could say this sound like a lawyer for sure. Somebody on his team wrote this up. At least he ain't do it, but I mean, I don't think they care too much about public perception and how he's going to be looked at if you know, if he goes through with this. I think their goal is to sue, to do exactly what they're doing. If they could seek damages, further damages from our money from Ryan Garcia, that's what they're gonna do. But I don't know. It just looks, I ain't gonna say it don't look the best, bro. It don't look the best. I'm not gonna lie. Getting paid unjustly, yes. So Boxer Streets and Jay as of now. But why Ashley's corner? What it do, cuzzo? How you feeling? Yeah, man. So I get it. Sure did look like a man throwing someone around. I'm telling you. So this, yeah. I guess that's what's going on. You got paid unfairly for, you had substances in the system, but battery, damn, that should sound crazy because you're gonna get beat up in the fight. You're gonna take punishment in the fight, with or without the eye. That's why I say it's a little, a part of me thought they was gonna leave it alone. Because, but then again, like I said, he never said no when asked the question about suing. He always said, we don't know, and we still got to see, and we still figuring things out. So, hey, I guess somebody, convinced him, hey, this is the way to go. I think we need to sue, bro. Point to where he touched on the dog that I'm telling you, man. Man, he did a number on him. Man. I heard suing for battery, bro. I mean, so it was him, Your Honor. I seen everything. It was him. That's what they said, man. Ryan said, I'm being sued for doing my job. This fight has been a Netflix documentary, but this right here is the finale. Your Honor, he simply struggles with left hook syndrome. Man, he said he struggles with left hook syndrome, man. Ryan still trolling, bro. They would say I could have boxed better and I would be back. We will see him in the gym instead of crying. Yeah, man, it's tough. Hell nah. Is this gonna be the new way of boxing? Hell no, Irvin Mack. Because good thing about this is an isolated incident, and this is. Look, I think if it wasn't for Osterine, he wouldn't be in this situation. I think they kind of trying to, expose that situation. They feel like everything he went through. The way his reputation took a hit after getting in there, getting punched around the ring, getting dropped a bunch of times, embarrassed. You got him questioning himself, his whole team. I don't know. I don't know what's going to come of this. Like, are y'all going to win? Are y'all going to actually get some money? Because how? You accepted money for this fight. Remember, you accepted money for him being overweight. I don't know. This is going to be interesting, to say the least. I ain't no lawyer, none of that, so I don't know. But this is going to be interesting. I'll just say that. Like, I don't know how you're going to spend that. Like, you took money for this situation, for this fight, too. You've been paid. And according to you, you said if we think you made $35 million, then we wrong. Think bigger. That's what he said. So he claimed he made upwards of more than $30 to $35 million for this fight. And you still trying to take this dude to court and you going to sue? And you trying to get more money about him? I like, what else is they supposed to do? It's a no contest. You paid money for the weight that he was over. The Osterine, like I've never seen a fighter, and I'm not trying to be funny, y'all. I've never seen a fighter like, we've seen it in the past. All types of dudes been in the ring fighting people with steroids. Like Franchon Cruz fought Alejandra Jimenez, and she tested positive for a few different banned substances, if I'm not mistaken. Not one time did Franchon Cruz say, I'm taking her to court or I'm suing, and none of that. She didn't do none of that. She just, and they was about to cheat her with the winner of the loss. They was about to rob Franchon with that. You get what I'm saying? So, but she ain't say she was taking her to court. I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm saying, you get what I'm saying? That's just one example. Like, we've seen this stuff before. We've seen people fight people and then they pop dirty and all types of stuff, man. But I just don't be seeing people take this route. Like, that's all I'm saying. And I can't tell him what to do. I ain't about to call him out his name because he taking this approach. I'm gonna keep it, I'm gonna keep it just do, man. this is a very unique approach for this situation. I'll say this. You took the fight. He knew he was overweight. He paid you for it, but you didn't know he had ostering. I get that. But could you sue a guy for having, banned substance in the system? Like, could you actually sue him, being that they already suspended him, fined him, and all that? Like, what more are they going to do to him for that? You get what I'm trying to say? Like, I wish I could. I wish I knew what's going to come of this. I do. I really, this is unique. I never heard of somebody suing for getting beat up, pretty much. That's what it's going to look like. All right, bro. All right, man. Look, I'm tired. All right, look. I ain't no slight to him. I support Devin Haney. But look, bro, this is a funny look. This look funny. This look funny as hell. Look funny because, people ain't trying to hear nothing else. They going to say, bro, you suing this man because he beat you up. Like, we get it with the ostering and all that shit, bro. But god damn, bro. This ain't a good look for you. We heard you do a whole interview with Andre Ward. He asked all the right questions. He asked you, did you want to get it back? He asked you, did you feel like something was different? He asked you everything. And not one time did you sound like you really, really wanted to get back in the ring and fight this dude. So with that being said, with the optics of it, what you doing interviews, let's not forget the little, where is it at? Do I still got that shit in here? Let's not forget this. We can't forget about that. You swung on somebody at a fair. I hear they suing you. You being sued, I think, for that. You got some legal situation going on with that. But then you had a real fight in the ring and you taking this man to court. Like, you trying to get more money about him? And I think money is what blinded you in the first place. I think money blinded you from putting any clauses, bravado, ego, all that stuff. And I think it put you in the situation you in now. Now you're going to take this dude to court, try to get more money about him. And I think it's just going to be tough to swing that. Like, because you already been compensated for the fight in and of itself. You've been paid for the pounds that he was over. I don't see them awarding you more money because they're going to be like, well, yeah, he had an unfair advantage. And maybe I'm wrong, but I would like to see how this going to play out. But it just don't look good, bro. It don't. You know what I mean? Milan, what's good with it, bro? He said, you suing me? Then, I always try to keep it consistent over here and don't go too crazy. I let everybody else do that on the fighters. But just to be real, bro, it's not a good look. From the outside looking in, it's not a lot of logical people. They're not going to be fair. They're not going to approach this situation that way. They're going to say, you and your father been on record for dissing fighters, talking crazy, selling death, all of that, talking about how you was going to kill Ivan Drago, selling all these wolf tickets, critiquing every fighter every time they fight, specifically Tank Davis, calling for that fight for years, just selling all these wolf tickets, painting everybody as a duck. Like, think about it. It's a track record. Painting everybody as a duck, moving to 140, doing the same thing. You get what I'm saying? Now you had an opportunity to fight this guy that you was saying trash and C-level. Now he done beat you up like this. Now you got to say he ain't trash. And he wasn't like he was just some trash fighter. That's what you said, though. You said he was trash. Said he was C-level. You got beat up by the C-level guy. He happened to have a dose of ostarine in his system. And it looked like it was consistent with contamination. That's my thoughts after seeing everything play out. And now you thinking the right move after all of this, being paid for him being overweight. You know what I mean? You said you made all of these millions in this fight, and you still trying to sue for even more money. I don't know. Maybe that's somebody advising you that, but I know you ain't write that letter or, write that statement, but that shit just look bad. You suing the dude for beating you up. At the end of the day, that's how it's going to look. I can be logical and approach it and say, all right, he had ostarine. His reputation took a hit. He got put in meme land forever. His feelings hurt. I get it, but I don't think this is a good move because at the end, it might be a waste of time. Ryan definitely making light of the situation. He joking about it. Like, it's just only going to bring more negative press to you than what you need right now. Coming off a loss like this already over him. You could say it was overturned. You could say you still got your O back, but everybody's saying that fight on April 20th. They're not going to get that out of their heads. And now they feel like your next move after getting beat up, taking your first L, even after getting your O back, getting paid for the extra pounds, going through with the fight, getting paid for the fight. Now you want to sue him, right? It's just going to look bad. It's not going to look good. It's going to look like this dude beat you up and you sued him for it. It's gonna look like you sued him for beating you up. They're gonna run wild with this. Maybe he don't care, and that's not for him to care about. I respect it, but overall, just not a good look. Just not a pleasing look. It looked like you can't take an ass whooping. And like I said, you rather fight him in court than back in the ring. That's also not gonna look good. So I hope at some point in time you say you want to fight this dude again, because this just suing him stuff ain't a good look. I'm not gonna criticize you too crazy for it. But I'm going to be genuine and real. I'm going to say it's a lot of people that's going to say this is a bad look. You got beat up and now you want to sue. You know what I'm saying? And you wanted to fight him. And you wanted to fight him. And you wanted to fight him, bro. So it's not a good look, bro. Respectfully, you're a fighter. People want to hear you say you want to get it back in blood. You was talking like that at first. Since then, you kind of changed your tune. You said it got to be on your terms. So hold on. Let me say that. He did say it got to be on his terms. But that answer in and of itself doesn't sound solid enough. Everything got to be on your terms. I don't know if you're going to get a situation where everything is on your terms after getting done the way you did in the first fight. And I think now maybe he feel like this is causing some problems. Because remember, he said this is why nobody wanted to bid on a Parrow fight. This is what he said. Maybe he feel like this is why he can't get the $4 million for the Parrow fight. Maybe he blaming Ryan for that. But good luck with that. I just think it's going to be tough. You know what I mean? Yeah, you got to get it back, Jeff. Yeah, don't mess with Texas. Tim Stoudemire. It was good, family. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just not a good look overall. And like I said, man, I just wish he would have, found it in him to say, you know what, I'm gonna make this dude. I'm gonna make sure he make a weight class, or I'm gonna fight him at a weight where I'm comfortable or whatever. And you get what I'm saying? And just do things a certain way. Like, I just want to see you try to get it back. You know what I mean? Because just suing him alone ain't it for me. So you know what I mean? Just suing him ain't the answer. That ain't the answer, bro. That's done in my book. And this, his next fight is going to tell a lot what his mental was like. His next fight is going to say a lot about his mental. Next fight is going to say a lot about his mental. So we're going to find out what it's like. We're going to find out, if he's done or not. His next fight will answer a lot of questions, in my opinion, no matter who it's against. You say you're going to have to go full Darth Vader. Who knows, man? Who knows? But this, like I said, this suing for battery stuff ain't it. Battery and unjust enrichment, boy, they making that shit just sound crazy. And we talking about the hurt business, man. That ain't gonna hurt Ryan like at all. Like, we're suing him for some more money. You see how willing he was to get paid money for being overweight. I doubt if he gonna care too much, man. Couple more dollars, man. With all the money he claimed he made off the fight too. So remember, that's Mr. 30 million a night. He might not care. You know what I'm saying? He might not care. Might not care, but we'll see, man. We're going to see what it's hitting for when he get back. But that's where we at. Ryan is being sued by Devin Haney. And let's see what comes from it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what comes from it. He might not even come back before Ryan does. That'd be crazy too, Jay. That'd be crazy. Because announcing a comeback and not coming back is crazy. And that's essentially what he doing if he don't come back. If Ryan beat him back into the ring, yeah, there's going to be some more questions for sure. It's going to be a lot of questions surrounding him, man. So we'll see. We're going to see. We will find out. But that's where we at. Ryan Garcia is being sued, and Devin don't want to fight right now in the ring. He want to fight. He want to fight in the courts. He did say that, Bill said he did say he was gonna pay, so here they are. They pursuing it now. He said Devin, the whole Karen. Yeah, man. It's unfortunate. That's where we at though. But something else, man, I wanted to chop it up on too, man. Something I seen Bomac, man. Bomac is devious, man. Bomac is devious. Let me find out he had Errol Spence's number from the start. We find out he had Errol Spence's number from the start. This was one of his text messages that he leaked today in his story. You know what I mean? Or what, text messages or posts, but it was something he sent to his team talking about Errol Spence, and he named all of EJ's flaws pretty much in this. If you see it, number one, he says Spence give away the little height he has because he spread his legs too far apart. Number two, he reaches with the left hand to the head and the body. And number three, when he throws his body shots, he leans unless he close. Man, number four, he said he not that good. Number five, his balance is trash. He's always off balance. Only way he on balance is if the opponent stands in front of him. Man, this is crazy. Number six, 90% of his combinations, he leans in only to get his balance back. Number seven, said, I'll be back for part two. He trashed, y'all. Man, he went crazy. Big Keith, what it do, my guy? What it do, man? How you feeling? So I go through all this, and later on, rematch, and he gets his ass whooped again. His legacy will be some straight clown, crybaby excuses type. Yeah, he should have took the L and ran it back. Yeah, it's tough. Thomas Hill, my guy, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling, man? Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Y'all do make sure y'all hit the like button. Yeah, but some flaws got exposed for sure, Ambrose. And that's where he at. Like I said, we had a whole interview to hear from him and hear if he accepted the loss and made, willing to make the corrections from it. And to me, it still sounds like it's mostly being blamed on Osterring. I can't blame him, but I just wish I would have heard it more accountability. Like, I messed up. My game plan wasn't the best. And that wasn't the case. He still said he had a great game plan. He still feel like that's my thing. Like, I could see if you say you felt like you had a great game plan going in, because there's no way you can say you had a great game plan and that's how it played out. That's not how a great game plan plays out. You get what I'm saying? So it just don't sound like he fully accepted why he lost and the reason is behind it. It sounds like he's comfortable with just saying, look, y'all seen he failed all these drug tests. Y'all seen how crazy he's acting. Y'all seen him smoking and drinking. That's where he at with it. And unfortunately, it just seems like that's what he cool with. It just don't sound like he's sitting at home like, you know what, I did this wrong, I did that wrong. Now look, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, and I'll say maybe he's not disclosing all that information with us. But when you do sit down and do a whole entire interview and you get asked so many questions, you would think that would come up, and that's something that he would have spoke on. But I could be wrong. I don't know him personally, so we'll have to see. But some flaws got exposed. I think some coaching got exposed. There's some things that got put on the forefront, and there's some changes that need to be made. So we'll see what he do moving forward. But as it pertains to now, he's cool with SUING, and that's what he doing. Al Booger was good, my guy. Said Devin been sneak watching Judge Polo J. He got court fever. Right, Al. Right. Sadly, it's hard to argue with any of that Bomac said, because Spence was still making it happen. Still played games and waited him out, and they were the first ones to call Spence a drunk. Right. True. I amount of credit for beating Spence if he was trash. That's true too. When you trash the fighter, yeah, it's tough to get the right credit for it, because that will be still to this day his best win of his career and the biggest fight of his career with the guy that he's calling trash. So look, shout out to Bomac, but he devious with this one, man. Pointing out all his flaws ahead of time. And this was sent June 25th, 2023. So this was before the fight. And he was letting people know that this dude make a lot of mistakes. So aside from, just critiquing Spence, I think it just gives you a little inside track on the way Bomac think and the way he dissect and break down fighters. If you're not being emotional, like Jay saying, you just highlighting and looking at what he said, he ain't making none of this up. You know what I mean? But the only thing I disagree with strongly is his last statement that he's trash. I would never think that about him. Yeah, he make mistakes, but I think even with the mistakes that he make, he do so much other things right. And it would be a very small percentage of people that would be able to take advantage of those mistakes enough to actually beat him. So that's where I'm at with it. And he lost to the best fighter in the world to me, if not just absolutely one of the best. So I don't think he trashed out of the Bomac, but he was spot on with a lot of these other critiques from him, because it's mistakes that we know Errol make, and he knows he make them, right? So it's all good. It is what it is. But let's keep rolling, man. Let's keep rolling. In other news, was touching Haney up. Also, some rounds. Absolutely, Ernie. He showed some things too. He showed some things, but ultimately, what got him in trouble too was what typically gets him in trouble. That bending over to his right, I believe it is that he do. That's a mistake that Ryan took advantage of, and he was catching his ass. You know what I'm saying? Catching him. So Haney got to rebuild. He got to get back. And let's see. But in other news, this is Tank Davis, more trolling than Edgar Berlanga. He said, "Ninja celebrating failure. LOL, congrats on getting your ass beat." Man, Tank is relentless out here. And this was Edgar Berlanga. That's Edgar. Man, y'all get the picture. He was out there enjoying life. Tank still on his ass. Tank don't care. Tank like, man, congrats getting your ass beat. They were going at it for a couple days, few days. And it's just boxing, so it's funny to me. But look, man, Edgar Berlanga showed a lot of heart in this fight. You don't get no participation trophy, but I do respect that you ain't quit. You ain't lay down for Canelo. You got tamed, but I think how that fight played out, he more so lost that fight to me due to inexperience more so than skill set and talent, respectfully. You know what I mean? The way the fight played out, that was more so from an experience thing to me. And the guy with more experience, he showed it. The guy that been on that level, he fought like it. And that's just what that was. So credit to Edgar Berlanga for going out there, getting in the ring, going and try to get it. But, you took an L. Now you and Tank going at it. But bounce back. Shit, you had a point at 168. Shit, you done fought the boogeyman, right? The guy. The most experienced guy there. Like, there's nobody else there that's going to have close to 70 fights. So you take that experience with you into your next fight and you beat somebody's ass. And then you right back on just like that. But until then, you're going to continue to get trolled by Tank because Tank don't care. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to have fun with it. You're going to have a little bit of fun with it, child. So shout out to him, man. Shouts out to him. And this is something I seen too. David Morrell, man, he's still been very adamant and posting about wanting to fight Benavidez. No surprise there, y'all. No surprise there at all. But I don't know why they're saying Sampson saying he revealed that there's an agreement in place for Benavidez to fight David Morrell Jr. next. So I don't know what's up with that situation fully. It's messy. They need to get their situation together, man, because, you know what I mean? Then we can find out, what's going on with the David versus David fight, because that's something we'll need to see, man. So if David Benavidez ain't fighting Jesse Hart, he damn sure need to be looking at fighting David Morrell, and it's no other fight that make more sense than them two. Yeah, and weighing 193, hey, right? Gonna be easy against a real true contender. Yeah, it's not gonna be easy, yeah. So we gonna see, man. We shall see. We shall see, man. But Edgar, man, and let's keep going, man. Let's keep going. Something else I seen people giving takes on this. I noticed that Shakur has spoke about Kid Austin and said if Zepeda duck like he always do, I'll spank his young ass next. That's my word. If they really down and not just social media talking. And I get this, and I seen people saying he really didn't want to fight this one or that one. I don't look at it that way because it's simple. Williams Zepeda to fight for Golden Boy and Oscar. Kid Austin fight for Golden Boy and Oscar. You figure you was gonna fight one of their fighters on their stable anyway. If not, the guy that you was supposed to fight, you'll fight this young dude that they keep asking you to fight. Look, I ain't against it, man. It'd be a surprise to me if he actually got in there with Kid Austin at this point in his career. But shit, let's see it, man. If people asking for these fights, let's see it. If it's a good fight, then give it to me at this point. But y'all know what fights we want. We all want the same shit. But until them fights are made and ready and being offered, give me anything good in between that, and I'll take it. So Kid Austin finding his way in the ring with Shakur, shit, I'm pretty sure it'll be an interesting fight. Don't think he'll win. Don't got enough experience, in my opinion. Skill level just a little bit different, but he do a lot of things well in there that will give him an opportunity to compete with these top guys. Don't get it wrong, but I think ultimately, he's flawed enough, make enough mistakes, inexperienced enough where he loses to most of these, if not all of these top guys. You know what I'm saying? So that's my spiel on it, man. But we'll see, man. You know what I mean? We'll see what's to come of it. Like I said, man, if you're asking for the smoke, get your in there and get beat up. I ain't against seeing it. But let's keep rolling. We got Oscar De La Hoya site, and I meant to play this the other day, y'all, but I'll be missing certain stuff. But Oscar De La Hoya did his Clapback Thursdays. We got that, and we got one more thing we're going to touch on. We're going to ride out on this Good Friday, and we're going to watch this good card that's coming on tonight. Oh, shit, my bad. Boom, 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 boom.
It's time for your favorite part of the week, the only segment in boxing that gives you the facts and makes you laugh. It's Clapback Thursdays. All right. Some of my frenemies had a really shitty week, and unfortunately for them, I'm here to unpack all the drama. Let's go. All right, let's start with last weekend's fight in the UK. Anthony Joshua was knocked out in the 5th round by Dubois. It was actually an amazing fight, an entertaining fight, and I like AJ. However, this was another huge L for Eddie Hearn, who is literally 0-11 to Frank Warren this year. This continues the Matchroom curse, meaning if you sign with Matchroom, you're either guaranteed to lose or get injured. To make matters worse, Eddie Hearn faced off with his old buddy Devin Haney in the crowd at Wembley. Eddie, you can't build a fighter to save your life. Anthony Joshua had the world at his fingertips, and you found a way to fumble his career. And speaking of Eddie, my other buddy Dana White had some high praise for him.
Listen, I like Eddie Hearn very much. Eddie Hearn was at the Sphere fight. He came early before the fight started. I have a great relationship with him. I have a great relationship with the Warrens. Obviously, love Tom Loeffler and his matchmaking and what he does. I would probably be working with a lot of people. I'm sure you can assume the people that I would not be working with. I don't think that's... You have to be a fucking genius to figure that one out. But, yeah, I like Eddie Hearn a lot and would love to work with Eddie Hearn.
Oh, my gosh, Dana. You don't want to work with me? I guess I won't be invited to your circle jerk with Eddie. You realize you will have to pay boxers real money if you want to be in our sport, right? You called the godfather of promoters, Bob Arum, a scumbag and a piece of shit in a press conference last week. Way to start off your Neanderthal path into the world of boxing. And finally, Hall of Famer Shane Mosley Sr. is returning to the ring this weekend at Harrah's in Philly for a celebrity boxing match.
Hey guys, it's Sugar Shane Mosley. Don't miss my return to the ring September 28th.
You look like you just bathed in Diddy's baby oil.
Disgusted.
What the fuck? Shane, you talk so much shit about me. I'm actually gonna rise above it because I feel so bad for you, dude. I want to buy out the arena you're fighting in. Let me know who I can contact so I can make this happen. And by the way, keep my name out of your fucking mouth. Have a great weekend. And remember, folks, you're not a hater when you only speak the facts.
Yeah, man. Yo, Oscar, shout out, bro. Oscar, damn fool, y'all. Seriously, man. This is damn idiot, bro. Idiot, man. He be having fun. I think he got something though. That's kind of funny. That little segment, that little clapback. It's funny that he actually he didn't bring up Canelo in that one, right? He usually bring up Canelo. But bringing up Diddy in that is funny. That's how you know how far that spread, man. But that was pretty funny from Oscar, man. Pretty funny stuff, man. He do this every week on Thursdays. It's kind of hilarious, man. Good stuff from Clapback Thursdays. You a fool. That's really what it is, Gertz. That's really what it is, 100%. And I got one more clip from the Bob Father. Yeah, he gave his quick thoughts on Anthony Joshua.
Do you think AJ just had an off night?
No, you don't have an off night getting this shit out of you that way. I just think AJ.
Oh, man, Bob, watch him out, Bob. Bob got potty mouth, man. You see how he came on cussing. They blocked.
Do you think AJ just had an off night?
No, you don't have an off night getting this shit out of you that way. I just think AJ, has been through a lot of wars, and I think it's over for him as well as over for Wilder. Maybe they can fight each other, that'd be a good field.
Yeah, he's crazy. Wilder catching it straight right there is crazy, Bob. You got no right speaking to Wilder in that way. You know what I'm saying? This was on AJ. AJ just got his ass sparked out. You know what I'm saying? He just got sparked out by Daniel, not Wilder. But now, shout out to Bob. He said he felt like it's over for AJ. I already said that him and Wilder fight sound like something to do right now. Bob was brutally honest. He said, nah, you don't have a bad night when you getting this shit kicked out of you like that. Said that ain't a bad night. That's just it being over for you. So that's Bob. He been around the block. You know what I mean? He said it's over. He said when he said it's over, you know what I'm saying? Bob Father said it's over. And at the end of the day, he don't care who got something to say about it. Y'all got something to say about it. Taking that. Who want getting there with Bob for that belt right there? You don't want nothing to do with Bob right there. He look like he in shape too. Do one of y'all filthy right now, G. You know what I'm saying? Bob would do one of y'all filthy. That's really how he look under the clothes with the shirt off. So don't get it misconstrued, man. Bob like that, man. He'd do one of y'all young punks bad. Do one of y'all young punks real bad. Mr. Improv, what it do, my guy? The Bob further. Right there. That's the Bob Father right there. He's smoking shit right there. You dig me? But yeah, AJ, man. Hey, we'll see what happens, man. That rematch talk, I think, is crazy, but we seen crazier things, right? Bob, y'all don't want nothing to do with Bob when he in shape like this, bro. You don't want nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, AJ, man, that rematch talk is a little bit crazy. And if that's something that he do, so be it. I mean, it is what it is. That's what he feel like he got to do, then he got to do it. You know what I'm saying? He got to do it. Samuel, what it do, my guy? How you feeling? Bob Father, I get you in other news. Boots say he ready. He ready for his ring return. He out here pumping.
Raise your left hand. Come on. No. Right back. Yeah.
Yo, Boots be beating people asses in that gym, bro. I'm telling you, man. That man, he gonna kick Karen ass this trip, bro. Karen getting beat up this trip, man. He might, yo. He might, because I think he'll approach it the right way, bro. They run it back like a punter or a kickoff. Shout out to my guy, Sam. I'm telling you, he was punching it. Why he do Buddy like that? Why Boots do Buddy like that? He ain't had no business doing that man like that. Yo, that man, no chill. Yo, Boots got to relax. Boots got to relax. When he say he ready to catch something, he ready, bro. That man be in there pulverizing his opponents, bro. That ain't even fair how Boots be doing cats, man. That's filthy, G. How you be doing people, man. No respect, man, for nobody. Man, you gotta love it, man. The young phenom. But that's gonna be a great card, man. Like I say, you got Khalil Coe back on the card, I believe. Raymond Ford, Bam Rodriguez. That whole card is solid, man. They filled that card out nice. Tito Mercado on that card. It's gonna be a solid one, man. I think it'll be even better than the first one, to be honest with you. And man, for some reason, man, people going, they might really want to see this rematch, So we're gonna see. Like suits to the arena. I'm telling you, because Boots, he already came out with that Undertaker theme music, Al Booger, the last time. Remember that? So Boots coming to smoke something, man. Boots coming to smoke something. Know what I mean? Let him chokes. Let him punch something before he choke something. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Boots in this, man. Shout out to Boots, man. I think that's going to be a good showing for him, man. Good card, throughout. Good action. And I think, like, with him being a headliner, he just really building his profile. Good thing that it's back in Philly, so that's a plus for him, too. I mean, where it should be. Where it should be, man. Where it should be. But shout out to everybody in the building, man. Appreciate everybody pulling up on this Good Friday. I'm not going to keep you out here too much longer. Some fights are going to come on shortly. Top Rank got a good card. Who knows, man? We may be back and call the fights. I might call the fights with y'all. We're going to see. We will see, man. But shout out to Dmitry Bivol. I hope he's not damaged goods. I hope a lot of what his ex was speaking on was just things in the past. I hope he's close to 100% as he possibly could be going into this fight October 12th, because he's going to need it. Both of those guys coming off injuries. If they coming off injuries, it make things interesting as hell. But Bivol can't afford to be compromised. His knees can't afford to be swelling. His elbow can't afford to be hurting. Hands either. His back, none of that. He going to need all of that and probably then some. But, it's going to be a tough fight, I think, for both guys. A real challenge, the biggest fight of both of their careers. And hopefully, none of the information that she put out was damaging to him as a professional and won't hurt him in a fight, in the biggest fight of his career for all the marbles. Like I said, light heavyweight supremacy is on the way. I can't wait to see the fight. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what happens with Fundora and Crawford. They said Crawford is the focus. Fundora's promoter has said such. So let's see what happens. Errol Spence dates keep getting pushed back. They keep swapping as to who's going to fight Fundora, it seemed like. Like I said, that's not necessarily a good sign for Errol Spence, because the longer he stays out of the ring, the tougher it's going to be getting back. You know what I mean? That's going to be extremely difficult for him. So we'll see. We're going to see. But with that, that's all I got for this one. I will see all of y'all most definitely. If I come back in a little bit, or I'll see y'all tomorrow. So salute to everybody in the building. Appreciate y'all. And y'all enjoy y'all Friday. We back tomorrow. Peace to the fam.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live live at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Just Do shine, busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme's sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Just Do. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet.